Hello everyone, and it is time for another product review. This time it is another coconut milk powder that you can use. It's a dry powder, obviously, and it makes a great vegan creamer. So for people who are looking to have something that you travel with easily, if you're going like I did last year to the Dominican and you have a powder, it's much easier to carry, and it's not liquid, so you don't even have to put it in your suitcase. You can have it in your carry-on for the plane, all that great stuff. And all you have to do is add water. This is Native Forest. I've seen there, I think they make canned coconut milk. Of course, it's dairy-free and it's gluten-free. And it shows here you can make it into a milk if you actually want to. The other one I bought from Good Rebel Vegan Essentials was specifically for coffee, and I still love that, still have that, and it's great. But this was half the price. I think that one was about maybe $10, $11. This was $5.99. So vegan, gluten-free, and it's also Parv. Let me just tell you what it says here. It says, to create Native Forest coconut milk powder, we spray dry, fresh coconut milk, adding only select plant-based ingredients to make this versatile non-dairy powder complete. Since it dissolves quickly when stirred in hot water, it is a great coffee creamer and an ideal companion for camping or travel. That's exactly what we need. And it goes on to say that the coconut milk powder is an excellent choice for the home chef who values the convenience of powdered milk but prefers to avoid dairy. Versatile, delicious, and easy to use, it will soon become a treasured ingredient in soups, curries, sauces, smoothies, desserts, and beverages. Enjoy. Now it gives you the information about how to make it into milk. Basically, mix 1 part of the milk powder with 5 parts hot water. That's about 3 tablespoons per cup of water. And stir thoroughly. Add more coconut milk powder if you prefer a creamier coconut milk. And to make hot chocolate, you can put a cup of boiling water into a mug, add a tablespoon of cocoa powder, 3 tablespoons of coconut milk powder, and a teaspoon of sugar, and stir well and enjoy. So that sounds good, like a nice homemade fresh coconut milk. And nutrition facts: for every tablespoon, you get 60 calories, 5 grams of fat, 5 grams of saturated fat, 0 cholesterol, 0 sodium, 70 milligrams of potassium, 2 grams of carbohydrates, 0 fiber, 1 gram of sugar, 1 gram of protein, and you have 2% iron. The ingredients are coconut milk, tapioca maltodextrin, and gum acacia. Anyway, there we go. So let's open this up. And so, as you see, it's fully a powder. What's the size of this? 150 grams. If you're interested, I'll leave a note in here in the video box as to how much grams the coconut creamer I bought specifically was. So I'm going to, you smell it, it smells like beautiful. It actually smells like, if you ever smelled coconut flakes, like dried coconut, like the coconut flakes. So I'm putting probably a teaspoon in a little bit. Now I got one of these for my friend. When I went and saw this at the store, it was her birthday the next day, which was yesterday, so I had shown her the other one that I found, and to order it online was about $12. So I saw this and I picked one up for her and brought it to her for her birthday. So I already did try this powdered milk. She said, well, let's definitely have a cup of coffee and try this. And I'm just stirring it in, and I find you do have to stir well, and it will, oops, I should probably, takes a moment to settle. But I'll taste it again, just to let you know how I fully feel. Obviously, if you add a bit more, it's going to be creamier and lighter in color, but you know what? This is fantastic as it is. And it's nice. So what I want to say is it gives your your coffee a nice coconut flavor to it. So if you don't like coconut, don't get this one. This tastes more coconutty in my mind than the other coconut creamer, but that's because this is supposed to replicate a coconut milk. You're basically you can use it as coconut milk. As you see here, the picture shows it going on cereal. So if you want a powdered coconut milk solution, you can have that at home. And that's what I was going to say here. At the top, it kind of gives like that little, like a little bit of a foam look, like if you have a cappuccino. It does give your coffee a really nice hint of coconut flavor. So if you like that, it gives you a flavored coffee. And this is just a plain coffee that I used here, and I really like it, and I think it's fantastic, especially for the price. And as I said, I will add in the description box the comparison in terms of the size of the other one. But this will be more versatile, because if you want to create it into a milk, you can. And I would do it, but I really don't have any need to do it. But, you know, maybe I won't fully finish this video, and I will come back and try it as a milk just to see how that is. Alright, why don't I just test this out fully? So what I will do, I think it says here for every mix 1 part with 5 parts water. So I don't want to make a lot of this milk, but I will test out how it works. And I'm very curious to see if it's the kind of milk that sort of separates. I think I've used soy milk powder, and after a while it can separate, and I never really liked soy milk powder, but I didn't have much use for it. As I said, for me, this is really going to be something that, I mean, if there was a recipe that called for powdered milk, and sometimes there are, perfect. If I'm in a bind and I needed a bit of milk, this also could work. There's been some times I've, make a smoothie for my daughter every day, so if I run out of milk, I could definitely use this. So I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of the powder and 5 tablespoons of the water. Remember, I don't want to make too much, I just want to sample this. So I've just boiled the water to help it dissolve easily, so that's 1, 2, 3, I'll put a slight bit, 4, 5. Okay, so let me mix that up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it, you need to make it when it's hot, apparently, so that it dissolves properly. So I'm going to do that, let it dissolve. It actually looks a little bit on the thin side, but it depends what you want it for. I guess the other good thing about this is you can add more milk if you want, sort of more powder, if you want to make it thicker. I don't know if you can see that. It seems sort of thin, but it's going to be very hot. Let me just see if I can taste this. Okay, it tastes coconutty. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this cool, and then we'll see how, if it separates and so forth, and I'll be back, and then I'll let you guys know what I think. Okay guys, so here we are. This is the milk, and I will just say that from my own personal preference of milk, this just seems a little on the thin side, so I would be likely to really add more tablespoons, or just a higher ratio of the powder to water. But that said, let's take a sip. It's like a beautiful coconut milk. Really has a nice flavor to it. Really reminds me of eating the shreds, that flavor. Probably a bit more of a, compared to conventional coconut milk in the package, like the ones meant for drinking that don't always taste like coconut milk. This is coconut. And as I said here, as I read, they use they spray dry fresh coconut milk, whatever, however they do it. I'm gonna see if it will foam, but I'm not expecting it to. However, I've been surprised at times, so let's just try it. Oh. It already gives, like I showed you with the coffee, like a nice little kind of semi-foam layer. I'm not really seeing any foaming action happening here. But, a few little bubbles, but those will probably dissipate. Let's just see. It's okay. It's fine for what it is. Honestly, it looks like it's got a few bubbles, and honestly, for being a dry vegan milk substitute you can take with you when you need something, this is fantastic. And I like that it is more versatile, can be used as a milk and a creamer. And let me just get the other product that I have. And so since I'm making this video longer, I'll just compare everything. Sorry guys, I'll be back momentarily. Okay, so this is what I bought before, Coconut Kai coffee creamer. Really, really love this. It's been a dream to have in my car. So when I go somewhere like Tim Hortons or I'm on film sets and there's not non-dairy milk, I have creamer I can use for my coffee. Let me just see here what it says. Put 1 to 2 tablespoons in your favorite coffee, tea, or other hot beverage. Coconut cream powder from fresh coconut cream, tapioca syrup, and it uses 2%, less than 2% of dipotassium phosphate, vegetable fiber, non-GMO rice starch, and MCT powder oil or something like that. Tapioca maltodextrin. So it does have a few more ingredients to it. And let's just see. Ah, look at this. The little bit of foaming is actually lasting. I'm not fully surprised because I said when you put it in the coffee it had a little layer, so I thought it might foam a little. So it gives a little. It doesn't give like a full cappuccino foam, but hey, you've got something there that if you want to have it in your coffee, or even need to put it in your coffee and probably just put your little, if you use this, foam it up, and you find you have something that's good. I'm not going to do it today. Just look, it looks good. Maybe I'll do it, I don't know. I don't think it's necessary to do it. Now I'm like, oh, maybe I should do it and show you guys. I could. We'll see if I feel like it. Maybe I do. Maybe I will. Alright, I'm not sure that I made this clear. So this is 142 grams. This is 150 grams. This is more versatile because you can make it into a milk. This is specifically a coffee creamer. Fantastic. But this was about $11, while this is $6. So you decide what's best for you. This you might find a little more places. This I only found at Good Rebel Vegan Essentials. I called Coven, which is another all plant-based store. They didn't have it, but you can order it online from Vegan Essentials. And as I said, the price point on this is cheaper. And look, it's still foamy. What I'm going to do, because I was like, I could make another cup of coffee, and if I do, you'll see that. But I think what I'll do is when I make my coffee tomorrow, I'll use this, and I'll put the foaming thing in it, and I'll just take a picture and put on like the YouTube community so that you guys can see what it looks like. That's what I tell myself now. But maybe I'll make a cup of coffee. If I don't, you'll see that, okay? And if I do, you'll see the coffee. That's just because I want to give you guys as much information as possible, and as things occur to me and I didn't plan them, I'm like, oh, darn. So, anyway, that's the plan for now. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Oh, look who's back. Yeah, that'd be me. And yeah, I made a cup of coffee. And someone liked this and drank it all. That would be my daughter. So she's like, oh, I like this. And then she finished it. So that was good. So that's a positive endorsement. As I said, just add more powder if you want it to be thicker. But some people love skim milk or thinner milk. You know, you have the power to do what you need to with this product. All right, so let me add in some of this powder to this. And I'm just going to try to, we're going to foam it up. See how cappuccino-ish we get. Alright, so just going to mix it up first. I guess for the ratio for the size of the cup, you can already see that it looks like it's a lighter color. So a little creamier. And that's good. I mean, you put what you want. Put what you need, what you like. I'm just dissolving this. And I'll probably just start using this now because this is only going to help. I think the battery needs to be a little stronger in this, but hey. Let's see if we get some good foaming happening here. Got a little bit. I mean, you're not necessarily buying it for that reason, but hey, let's see if it does it anyway. Like it, maybe if you do a proper, the cappuccino machine, you could put this milk in there and it will come out, but while I have one, I no longer use it, so I'm not going to unpack it. Okay, so this is how it's going so far. So again, a little bit. A little bit of some foaming action, not a lot, but perhaps it will work in a machine that steams it up and spews it out. As you know, the best foaming milks I've found, and we're not talking powdered, have been soy. It's number one. Beautiful. And then oat milk. Alright guys, let's just see how this looks as it settles. Okay, so you got a little bit of foam right here. Not a lot, a little. And if the little is good for you, then you got that. And that's all for now. I am gone. I gave you everything I had to give in this video. And if you have any questions, ask me. If you've tried something else, let me know. But yeah, I do like this. Native Forest coconut milk powder. Just add water. Okay, so this is a couple minutes later, and look, still looks nice and foamy. Not thick foam, but like a nice little foam. So, hey guys. And honestly, this coffee tastes delicious. This coconut creamer gives you a nice flavored coffee. Now I'm gone. Alright guys, see you in the next video. I just want to point out that this coffee, I keep coffee packets like if you go to the hotels and stuff, and I find they usually taste crappy, and I've used them on occasion before when I've been desperate. And I said, oh, well, let me use that for this coffee so I don't feel like I've wasted if I don't drink it. But this coconut creamer has made this coffee taste good. That's how nice this is. Like I said, it's like having a flavored coffee, and I really like it. Like, I really have no clue that this is the less appealing coffee, let's put it that way. So guys, it's a win. Now I'm gone. Enough about this for today. See you all in the next video.